clean this off really good, and then just run your finger along it and feel if it's smooth or not. If you feel any little nicks or anything, just get some emery cloth and just, you know, buff that little, if there's a little nick there or something, buff that off. And this surface will be pretty dirty when you start, just because if you've had your machine set up for a while, there's going to be a lot of dust buildup on it probably. So, you know, after you buff that surface down, just take some Windex and just wipe that top surface down, get it as clean as you can. And it'll get pretty grungy. So you want to get that cleaned off so it's nice and smooth, and above all, you want to make sure you get all the little bumps and burrs off that you can. And then there are two other rollers that help align the quilt path to the table, and those two rollers nest around this lower flange, and so you want to do the same operation to that. Run your finger along it. If you feel any little burrs or anything, just, you know, just smooth that out. You want to do the outside and the inside of this piece, and then also the bottom. So just run your finger along. It should be nice and smooth. If there's a little tiny nick or something, that's not going to affect it, but you just want to make sure you try to get it as smooth as you can. And same thing, once you're done kind of cleaning those surfaces off, just take your Windex again and clean that. And again, you'll get some dirt off it. I'll guarantee my audio is going to be the same. So this is the quilt path as you unpack it out of the shipping box. And we want to take a look, especially at these wheels. So I'll tip this back here. These large wheels here are what ride on that horizontal ledge, that first area in the table that we cleaned off. So these are actually what carry the weight of the quilt path system, are these. These wheels here, we call them U-rollers. What these do is these will engage with that bottom flange and hold the quilt path on the table. And there's an adjustment that we will make to these when we install it on the table. So you want to pay close attention to how this adjustment works. As you turn these cams, you can see these rollers will move in and out. And that's how the tension is adjusted on these rollers to the table. So take note of that. And I'm going to tip this back so we can take a look at the wheels. So these are the wheels that are going to ride on that horizontal surface on the track that we cleaned off, that little ledge I talked about. And then these are the rollers here that will nest around that lower flange that we just cleaned off. And there's some adjustments here, and we'll talk about this as we go along, but you can see as I turn this with the wrench how these will move in and out. And so when we install this, we'll make an adjustment here to get these to engage the table, and that'll hold the quilt path on the table. And this adjustment is fairly critical, so you want to pay close attention as we go to the next step here. Table, if possible. So how we want to install this is this front wheel will mate with the ridge on the front of the table. So we're going to slip this underneath here. I don't know if you can show that. We're going to hook that around the front like that. And let's show this again. As you slide this in, you want to make sure you get the wheels up on that ledge. Push it forward, and then you drop that front wheel down so it goes over the front of the table rail, and you pull back on it slightly. So that's the correct position. Now if you notice, this is loose on here, and so as we rotate these cams, it will secure this onto the table. So we're going to hook onto this cam, and this one we're going to rotate counterclockwise. And you can see a red dot here on the cam. So as we turn this, we want to make sure that these rollers go up and nest around that lower flange. So as we turn this, I'm going to get it about to where that red dot is toward the top. And again, we've rotated it counterclockwise. Now we'll do the one on the opposite side. Again, you see the red dot. We want to turn this so the red dot is toward the top. This one we're going to rotate clockwise. And you'll see that you want to make sure that wheel engages with this flange right here. And again, you get the red dot toward the top is about right. And you can see how the wheels nest around that flange, and they keep the quilt path secure on there so it cannot come off. And we can pull out a piece of 8-foot rail and slide this on, just if it helps with pictures. You know, because you wouldn't have to show the rest of the table, just how this system works. So you want to do some more talking here? Sure. Okay. So these adjustments, again, the wheel that is on the left side, you turn it clockwise to tighten it. The wheel on the right side, you turn counterclockwise to tighten it. So you can see as we move this up and down that this wheel will also move up and down. So when that red dot's about at the top, you're about perfect. Now if you over tighten it and go too far, it'll still roll, but you can hear that it's kind of growling a little bit. So if that's the case, just back that off just a little bit, and you'll see how much smoother it rolls. Do the same to the other side. Turn it in tight. It'll be a little hard to move. Back it off just a little bit. It makes a huge difference. So once you get those set, you can get just a little wiggle out of the system, but that's okay. That's normal. I think so. Okay. This front wheel on this, we call this a table channel. You want to have that wheel adjusted in about as far as it'll go. There should be some play there, up and down, that's fine. But you can see if there's a large gap behind the wheel or not. There are some screws here you can loosen and adjust the wheel in and out. You want to make sure the rear wheels are adjusted first. The quilt path carriage is secure on the back. You make this adjustment last. So if you need to, you can loosen these screws, slide this wheel in or out. But that's about the correct position for that wheel. So we'll.
All right. And kind of get a close up here, down here. Here we go. That's it. Okay, so now you take it after the servo is disengaged and you run it back through. Until it goes all the way. Okay, go ahead and flip the switch. And red?
Turn it on red.
Yep. And green. And red. Okay, so to reinstall the belt, we're going to go underneath the leg. We're going to pull tight and get the belt teeth up into the grooves right here. I've already started the plate with one screw lightly, and then I'm going to bring that around and just kind of push and hold it there while I get this one started a little bit more. And then that will hold it enough for me to get my other screw in and tight.